What's up, everybody? Doing something a little different again today. We will be back to IRL gameplay again tomorrow, but in the meantime I need a little extra time to edit those videos. We need to get out this product review. So the people over at AdmiralStackbar on Etsy sent us these two deck boxes. We got a white one and a black one here, but basically they come with a full token set as well. They're kind of sold as a package deal for a tournament deck box, so you can sleeve one of your decks you would take to a tournament for Star Wars Unlimited. Put your 50 card deck in here along with a base, and then the leader kind of slots in on top with a top loader, or I think the dimensions are bigger that you could fit something else potentially. But yeah, and it comes with an initiative token which slots in here, and you have these four little crate boxes that all fit into this area along with lids for the top ones. So all the tokens should stay pretty secure as you're carrying it around in your backpack or bag or whatever, but it has a pretty small footprint on the table, so it's a great little tournament box. I'm going to go through a few different kind of parameters of what I'm looking for in a deck box and token set, and then kind of give you my thoughts and impressions on it. Be sure to stick around to the end. We are going to be giving away both of these, so I'll tell you the details for that at the very end of the video. And if you just really don't want to watch the rest of the video and just want to hear my thoughts, overall, I kind of like the deck boxes a good amount. Generally, I'm not a fan of 3D printed tokens, but these are done pretty well. So overall, I like the product, and if you find it at the right price for you, I think you should go ahead and go for it. I was given both of these deck boxes for free to review, but we weren't compensated in any other way beyond that. So let's get into it. So let's start with build quality. Take a look. The entire product is 3D printed. I'm not sure specifically what material it's used, but it's a pretty solid print job. There's not really any real thin spots that I would be worried about breaking or snapping. So I think this is a pretty sturdy product that you wouldn't have to worry about bouncing around in your bag and breaking. The front side slides up, and it has these magnets at the top to help lock it into place. So if it's just bouncing around your backpack, it doesn't seem like it's really going to be an issue of the lid falling off, but it's really easy for you to slide it up and down. It also comes with these aspect icons that you can put on the front to help you differentiate your deck. And so it does come with 3 of each. You got your villain, hero, command, vigilance blue, aggression red, and cunning yellow. It does come with the 3 of each, so if for some way in Star Wars Unlimited we get a way to run all 3 of one aspect with your hero and base, you would be able to make that work with this deck box. If you take the lid off, leaders kind of slot in this space with top loaders. There's a bit of a raised area there. I'm not sure if it's big enough for like the Gamegenic snap cases, but it's pretty thick, so I think they'd be pretty close to fitting if they don't. I have 2 top loaders in there, and they both fit just fine. If I can get them back in there. Then you have the main slot for your deck. Right now I got 50 cards in there, my base sleeved up. It's a little thicker since it's proxies in front of normal cards, so realistically there should be plenty of room also for your 10 card sideboard. But that's there. You have this initiative token you can pull out. It's a little handy dandy storage there. And then you got the 4 trays that are kind of stacked up within there. And the top ones have lids so that they don't spill out while it's boxed up. So with your leader on top and the top loader, it kind of wedges that space together so that the lids can't come out. These are the 4 boxes. You have the aspect ones. You have this that has just modifier tokens, +1s, -1s, and a few different random combinations there. You have another one that has shield tokens and more damage, or sorry, reminder tokens with exclamation mark. And then you also get the 2 epic action tokens, 1 for your leader, 1 for your base, and experience tokens. So those are green. And the last case has all damage tokens. So you got 1s, 5s, and 10s over here. Build quality, everything's pretty good. Like, if I'd really tried, I could probably snap these, but on just general use, they're not going to break. paint's not chipping off. I think it's just a colored print job. So I mean, like whatever the material is called is that color red, and the other one's black. So seems pretty good quality for a 3D print token. If that's your thing, I think they're pretty good. Personally, I generally gravitate towards acrylic tokens, but honestly, these are pretty good quality. I would be happy to use these. So yeah, overall, I think build quality is really good. I think generally when you come talk about 3D prints, there is room for it to break, but these seem sturdy enough that I'd be pretty happy with it. Next, we'll talk about visual quality with the tokens. I'm a pretty big believer in just having a very clear game state when I'm playing trading card games. I want me and my opponent to both be able to look at the board very easily and see what's going on. I think for the most part, these tokens do a pretty good job of that. They all seem to pop pretty well on cards. We got these greens that are probably a little darker. Probably just a straight villain card would be darkest. I don't know if I have one handy. This is mostly cunning cards. OB's kind of dark, but the tokens contrast pretty well off of the cards, so I'm not too worried about that. The one complaint I would probably have is generally with damage tokens. I like when they're differentiated by color in the increments. So like these 1, 3s, and 5s that we normally use on our gameplay videos, you have a lighter color, a red, and then a blue for the 5s. Just so it's kind of easier, like if the numbers are upside down across the table, obviously these are comically big for video purposes, but normally you can't always read the numbers across the table real fast. So I prefer when the 10s, 5s, and 1s in this case would be a little bit different color, just to help alleviate that and make them a little visually easier to read. Let's talk a little bit about feel. So like I said, I generally don't gravitate towards 3D printed tokens. I just feel like the acrylics look a little nicer, a little more of a premium feel. But I mean, these feel solid. They don't feel super cheap plasticky. So yeah, I mean, the deck boxes themselves, like I said, they feel solid. I'm not too worried about these breaking. Like they'd really need to be strained. It feels honestly, pretty premium the way that the leaders slot into the top. We can kind of display our Luke Skywalker hero vigilance aggression deck pretty easily like that. It just looks like a pretty cool tournament deck box. And it feels pretty good opening that up. And like I said, it has a pretty small footprint. So if you're playing at the tight tables of a tournament, you're not worried about having to find room for all your tokens and your deck box and everything to just be sitting beside you. You can kind of just fit your box and you're going to be pretty happy with the space taken up. So feels pretty good. I'm happy with that. Next, going into looks. Like I said, these pop on the card pretty well. It's pretty light versions of colors. It's not too dark or blends in with the cards. The experience tokens, shields, they're all pretty bright. Maybe the epic actions are a little bland with that beige running against a cunning card, but I mean, that's super nitpicky. Overall, really happy with the way things look on the token side, and then obviously with the deck box, I like the way it's structured. It's a nice tight package. You got your deck slot. It's easy to put cards in. It's a little tight to grab them out, but like I said, I have proxy cards, so these are thicker than normal. So sometimes you might have to hold the tokens to the side so you could kind of slide them out. Other than that, it's a nice small spot. And then these all kind of crunch in real nicely, like there's no wiggle room. All these tokens are just easy to slot in and out. They have their little ridges that slot in, and they make a nice little compact package. So overall, pretty happy. Lastly, we have value. And so right now, if you go to the store page listed, the Etsy link is in the description. Its MSRP, I guess, is what the term you would call it, is $60 even for one of these deck boxes and token sets. But he's currently running, at the time of this recording, a 10% off coupon, so you can actually get it for $54. Overall, I think that's a pretty decent deal. The tough part is comparing it to, like, if you go the GameGenic official route. From GameGenic, you can get a single deck pod for $34.99, I believe, and then a token set is right around $29.99. So for $5 more than the regular price of this, you're getting acrylic tokens and that nicer feel of the GameGenic deck boxes. I'm not for sure what specific material those are made out of, but they definitely feel a little more premium than a 3D print job. And so that's ultimately where the tough spot is for me on these. They're really cool design. I really like them. But for $5 more, I can go buy what I feel is a slightly more premium product. Obviously, that's not the case for everybody. Some people really prefer the 3D print tokens. For some people, it'll be worth saving the $10-15 potentially if you can find a deal on his Etsy shop. So at the end of the day, like I recommend these to people that enjoy 3D printed tokens and really could benefit from the small footprint that these deck boxes take up on the table, especially once you have everything out and you're playing. They just do a really good job of not taking up a lot of room so that you're not having to fight for space at the comic shop or game store you play at and worry about people knocking your stuff off the table, because it's literally just one tiny deck box. You could even play with it on your mat pretty easily and it doesn't take up too much space. So overall, I like the product. I think it's worth checking out if you're looking for a tournament deck box. It's really designed well and does a great job for a 3D print in my opinion. What's up everybody? Thanks for watching our first product review. I have the Etsy page for AdmiralStackbar in the description of the video. You can head there and check it out. He's made plenty of X-Wing boxes as well in the past, but I believe this is the only product he's selling on his Etsy page right now. Like I said, it's 10% off right now for the $54, and it seems like he offers free shipping. So if you want to jump on that, links in the description. Otherwise, you're probably here for the giveaway. So if you want to win one of these bad boys, black or white, leave a comment in the this video. Make sure you're subscribed, and in that comment say onions, the word onions, and then leave some kind of Discord handle, Twitter, something like that we can reach out to you if you win. We'll draw one person, and then we'll reach out and see if they want the white or the black, and then we'll draw the second person and we'll ship both of those to you for free. Fine with anybody entering, Europe, whatever. As long as it's not costing me $150 to ship it to you, we'll make it work. So once again, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, and then leave a comment in this video with the word onions, and then some way to reach you, whether it's on Discord, Twitter, Facebook, whatever. Thanks for watching.